Alright, last game of the day, unless RNG is playing a little bit more. Um, on blue side, PSG is banning Lucian, so they could be looking for a first pick Gwen, first pick Wukong. Um, and then if they are playing the interesting, so they take away TF from a possible Kaisa pick. If they are first picking Gwen, they need to ban Bin's Jax, and then even then, the Tryndamere could come down. Ezreal banned, kind of interesting. Especially usually that pick is paired up with the aggressive supports in Leona and Nautilus, and then Leona Not is countered by Renata. Senna ban, interesting. So Gwen first pick for PSG, answered by Jax, potentially. If RNG look for the Graves is interesting, anticipating the Gwen pick, because you could potentially counter it with the GP. That also lends itself to a Victor angle for Bay. Um, Also, Vex Viego could be in the conversation as well. Viego Gwen here, potentially. Could be kind of disrespectful of the limited range from Graves, but... Oh, second pick Vayne. No shot. No shot. Aphelios would be pretty aggressive considering AP mages like the Vex and the LeBlanc are still on the table. Tristana would be a pretty wild pick into the Aphelios, I think. Um, if you pick that Nautilus, you're going to get Renata. The Comet Misfortune or Zaya are two picks that are usually seen into the Aphelios. I mean, it would make sense if they do pick the Leona. The Leona CC into Viego is pretty, alongside Viego is pretty important. So it's potentially stealing that away, but it also lends itself towards a Renata pick, potentially. Also, having that Leona means you can pick up a. You can feel pretty confident in blind picking the Vex on 4 or 5 for blue side, if if the pick makes it through ban phase. Speaking of making it through ban phase, oh shit, Xiaohu Leblanc, what a treat. Um, so we could look for a Gangplank ban here, and then blind pick the Gwen, and leaving counter pick for support. But we also already have the both bot laners here, so we could just leave R5 for top lane. And PSG need a top laner and mid laner, so one gets to counter pick the LeBlanc, the other needs to blind pick, which will probably be Hanabi's Gangplank if it's not banned away. I'll start banned away from Ming. I don't think they're necessarily scared of a R4 Alistar pick, considering you can just go Silas into it, but I digress. Zoe is an interesting pick against the LeBlanc, but paired up with Liliana, RNG did a really good job of wombo comboing red cannons. Now this is an interesting ban. I would have banned the Granada probably. Yeah, they start hovering the enchanters. I mean, it's just a Renata pick, right? I imagine it'd be kind of weak into the poke from Misfortune, but set support here would be crazy. Wow. Um, generally, folks. Oh, it's a fucking flex pick. Holy shit. They're doing it again. Wild. I think TES tried playing this pick in the finals against RNG and it didn't end up working. But very, very interesting. Lysandra coming in against the LeBlanc is a flavor we saw a couple times in LCK and LPL finals. And then top laner, you just have to blind pick the. You just have to blind pick the Gangplank, right? I don't think you can Jax here. Okay. Vlad is an interesting angle for sure. Does Vlad still get hit by Aurelia R when Vlad goes through it? I haven't seen Vlad in so long, so that'd be an interesting interaction. Because generally you would want the puddle in response to the all-in from Aurelia. Also, this set is kind of dead weight the entire game. Very interesting choice for sure. Coming from Ming, definitely almost a an ego pick, considering how bad set support is. But hey, it is Ming. Taking away the playmaking, being able to flash on MF and force your flash out level 1 is something that Unified will have to play around. But overall, the playmaking from Xiaohu, I think, is going to be the biggest problem and the straw that breaks the camel back here, I think, for PSG.